Hey there, everybody. Hey, I just wanted to pass on a quick message. We have such an important, exciting week coming up. What's happening this next week? We have a new team member coming on board. Alex is coming on board with us, and I know all of us are thinking about what things we need to get done, how we're going to interact with Alex, what's going to be the program, lots of questions for sure. And we'll help guide you. I know Amanda's got a plan as well. So try to catch your breath, relax, and lean into knowing we will eventually get everything done. That's not going to be a concern, and I'm sure it'll be a busy week and lots of stuff going on. But I wanted to take this opportunity to share with you and encourage you to embark on your most important mission this next week. What is that? This next week, we have the opportunity to start out on the right track with Alex, with demonstrating, modeling, and behaving and gifting Alex inclusion. That's right, inclusion, right? So I just want to challenge you to just think and revisit this weekend about what we're talking about when we talk about inclusion, especially as it pertains to a new team member, but this applies for all of us every day. And so this might just be another jolt of fresh air into our sails, so to speak, to reinvigorate us the way we should always be. And we're going to use the excuse of Alex coming on board so that we get it right from day one. All right. And remember, what we're talking about with inclusion is fulfilling the need for a person to connect with all of us, so have a connection with our peers and come away with a sense of belonging. You want that, I want that, Alex deserves it, and so we need to be purposeful in the way we do that, all right? We want to gift her the opportunity to feel safe, to be herself, all right? Accepted for who she is, including all the unique things about Alex. Some of them we have not discovered yet. Some of them will take a little while for her to feel comfortable showing us and telling us. But accepted for who she is, including her unique attributes and some of the differentiating and defining characteristics, the very reasons that we chose to bring her on board, right? Yeah. And same with you, by the way. You deserve that same thing, and so do I. So we believe that. I'm sure your head's nodding. Yes, Steve, I get it, and I am that way. But we have to take away any benefit of the doubt, any thought of the question of that in Alex's mind, especially starting Monday. How do we do that? We do that by the way we behave. We have to proactively demonstrate inclusion, model it, and behave in that way so that there's no doubt about what your belief is and what my belief is. All right? So I'm going to just rifle through a few ideas to remind you and me both how we can choose different ways to do this. And what I encourage you is to pick from this list. Maybe try one of these a day. Maybe try your favorite one twice a day. Whatever you want to do, just don't fall prey to the idea that if I think it, it must be showing. All right? It's not true. We have to do it to confirm that we're showing it. All right? That we're confirming to everybody around us, including all of our team members right here that are on this video, that we believe in inclusion so much so that I'm going to make sure I behave in that way today, okay? So let me go through a couple ideas. First one is this idea of listen and pause, right? Listening to Alex, and before you speak, pause, and maybe ask Alex a question after that even. So limiting the amount of time we talk and we share and we tell our story. We don't want to skip that. There's times to do that, but listen and pause, and the pause really shows to Alex that you're listening to her, you care about what she's saying. It's a wonderful nonverbal communication. So we often listen, and while we're listening, we pause, and then we start talking. I'm asking you to listen, and at the end of listening, still pause. All right, try it. It's kind of tricky habit to break, but it sends a massive message of inclusion. The other one kind of revolts to what I was talking about before. Ask twice as much as you tell. Ask twice as much as you tell. And you're just going to keep that in your head and kind of be that quotient. But if you catch yourself kind of rambling on, remind yourself, ooh, I'm supposed to ask twice as much as I tell. So let me find a way to pause and then ask a question. Ask a second question. My rule is I like to ask 3 questions a roll. That helps me just balance that ratio out the way I tend to talk more than I ask. And so it takes a special effort for me to model this behavior, okay? Another one, you can just write these down so you can have these on your desk. Move to mutual discovery quickly. You get into a conversation with Alex, move along until you get to mutual discovery, mutual link. Move through that as fast as you can and find something that matches you up, and then acknowledge that. Oh, we're the same in this way. We like the same thing. I do that too. You also like that. And just proclaim that and make the thing that you have as far as a mutual discovery together known, and you can celebrate that, okay? No better way for Alex to feel like she's a part of the team in that way. As the week goes, follow through on small commitments. This is the week that if you make a hint at something, you're doing something, you're going to help Alex, you're going to even think about something for Alex or pull a reference up for Alex or anything, make good, follow through, especially on the teeny small commitments. Try not to let anything go to the next day or the day beyond. Check yourself at the end of the day. Did I say something to Alex that I told her I would do? And make sure that is a top priority for the next morning to deliver to her. Okay, making good. And again, we're just communicating that we care, that what she needs and what she thinks and what she says and what she asks for is important to us, so important. I'm not going to let a simple little commitment fall through the cracks. Okay, so that's another one you can write down. The fifth one, avoid exclusive patterns. This is a tough one because we don't think we have exclusive patterns, but just be on the lookout for things that you normally would do that Alex wouldn't know. And it doesn't mean you have to stop doing those, but you would want to include her if you were going to do it. If you do it without her, it's an exclusive pattern that you do separate from other people, and we are going to be modeling exclusion instead of inclusion, all right? Maybe you don't have any of these, but just it's worth pondering and looking at your behavior. Are there things I do that separates me from the rest of the group? And I want to limit to doing that because I don't want to separate Alex from the group. Okay, so avoid exclusive patterns. Could be conversations, could be side calls, could be normally the two of us go get a cup of coffee. Normally we go down to Gilmore's together for a minute. Exclusive patterns, try to break those, especially this week, okay? The last one is a real action one. We all can do this, all right? Take a moment, ask about needs or challenges. And you can frame it just that way. Is there anything you need? Is there anything you're having difficulty with? Is there anything that's confusing? Anything that's a challenge? Ask that, all right? Ask about needs and challenges. All right, take it upon yourself to say, I'm going to be your answer person. I'm going to gift you getting out of confusion. Wonderful gift to give somebody in their first week, okay? So that's 6 things. There's got to be something in that list of 6 that you think you could do that you'll feel confident in doing. You've got to make a promise to me, to your teammates, to yourself, that you will do some of this next week, all right? We cannot think about inclusion. We have to do inclusion, all right? It's going to be a phenomenal week. I'm so excited. You guys have worked so hard to get to this day. And this is the first of a couple, right? We have more coming. So let's get this one right. If you have any questions about these, reach back out to me for sure. All right, pass a question on to me. I'll help you walk through one of these easily. I'll be with you the week. I'm going to be home, but I'm going to be connected with you guys every single day and checking in and working with Amanda as well. So have a great week, all right? And let's let Alex know how happy we are that she's part of our team right now, all right? We'll talk to you soon.